Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, you can start now.
Were you timing me?
No. Can I use an outro?
Yeah. Should I pause? Okay, we're doing one of those flight questions. So there's a 100% chance that you might see that on a test. Okay, we are starting at A and we're going to head towards B. First of all, without even looking at the question, which direction is that going? What? North, east, right? So that's going to be north 38 east. So north 38. Where could you flip-flop that 38 to? Just there, okay? Not the whole angle, right? Just to the south. Okay. Which is 180 kilometers. Right, that's our first two sentences. So we stop at B, and now we're going to go from B to C, which is 290 kilometers. South, 33 degrees east. South, 33 east. Okay, I think I can get that whole angle now, right? I can put those together. So 71 degrees. So if you were to ever go from A to C, how long do you have to go? So from A to C, I would like to know that distance. Which situation did we develop? SAS. So we're going to use the middle formula on your formula sheet. Okay, don't forget to square root your answer. You might be reminded if your answer is crazy high. Okay, how is our answer looking for our SAS? Square root, good? Okay, it doesn't have this part of the question, but we're going to answer it anyway because I can't remember if I put it on your test or not. So going from A to C, we now know the distance, but what could we tell our pilot to do for an angle bearing? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pair this and this, which do you understand would give me just that interior part? Okay, so can you get me that interior angle over there? So this is going to be a pair situation. Okay, don't forget to inverse after you do your multiply divide. Let's get the compass bearings. So, can you think about, so there was a 38 degree angle. And then a 72.7 degree angle. So can we figure this out? So I think it's closest to south, something, which direction is that? East? So that's what's going on. What's left in that zone? So can you see that I'm doing it all the way from 180. And there we go. So that one will be on your test. Okay, we have a looking up at a building question, so that's on your test as well. So Dan and Petty looking at a building, and there's on the ground, they're both on the ground somewhere, they're looking up. They are 40 feet from each other. When Dan looks up, his angle of elevation is 34. When Penny looks up, her angle of elevation is 37. So who is where? Who would be closer looking up? Penny is closer, and Dan is further. Okay, and that's the understanding that when you move closer, your head has to tilt higher. That's a steeper angle, right? I'm also going to put a 90-degree angle in the corner with the building. Okay, can you get me every other angle? So there's 1, 2, 3 missing angles. Can you fill in all of those positions, those 3 spots for angles? There's 3 more angles that you can just put into this triangle. So use a lot of 180s and get the rest of those angles. Okay, that's good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the 40 and we're going to pair it with, do you have a pair for it? 3. Now I'm going to use the 34 degrees and I'm going to pair it with, I don't know, I'm going to call this Y. Do you understand why I can't pair it to the building? I can't pair it to the building because? What's wrong with doing that and that together?
Because 40 is just the distance between them, not the distance
Right.
between.
Right. It's just not in the same triangle as each other, right? This is in that triangle, and this pair would be in a big triangle. That's not the same triangle, so you can't mix and match. Okay, can you get me this side length on the Y? So 40 over sine 3 and Y over sine 34. That would be that setup. And you got your system of timesing and dividing down. So basically when I was doing that, I was just looking at that triangle. I'm separating these triangles, right? Can you visualize that as a separate triangle? Okay, we got a good number there. We're matching. Okay. I'm done with that triangle. Now I'm going to focus on this right triangle. I'm focusing on the right triangle now. So just inside the right triangle, I can do the 427 side length is across from the 90-degree angle. Okay, and again, just times and divide. And on your word problems, you should attach like feet on that because it is a answer to that.